So guys, I'm going to be moving on here. I'm actually doing some good work here. I wanted to make a wolf werewolf commander. So I'm using the Gril colors. The Gril werewolf transforming legendary. I wasn't a big fan of. Yes, it transforms, fights a creature, removal in a sense. But it just doesn't do more for the actual tribal. It's the tribe itself. Which is why I picked Xenagos, God of Revels. For 3 of any color, 1 red, 1 green. 5 total, converted mana cost. You get a 6/5, indestructible. Devotion to red and green is less than 7. He's not a creature. So if it's more than 7, you can attack with him. Beginner of combat, target creature gets +X+X, where X is that creature's power. So if you have a 6 power creature, you target him with God, it becomes a 12/12. Before I move on, I'm using the Ultra Pro Eclipse yellow sleeves. I mean, these sleeves are actually really good, same quality. Dragon Shields are harder to double sleeve, and since every card in this deck is original, I wanted to double sleeve it, but I needed a more flexible sleeve to take out cards for when they transform. Also with Werewolves, if you skip your turn and don't play any spells on your turn, they will transform, I believe. I don't have many interesting basic lands like last deck, so 11 Mountain and 13 Forests. 36 total. I'll go into special lands, I like to call it. Glade, Command Tower, Wilds, Turf, Casting Wolf Run, pretty good. Land to get X and gain Trample. Bridge, Rogue's Passage to make creatures unblockable. Moldol lands, cycle for card draw, cycle for card draw. Mini Slow Ring, cycle for card draw. Creatures, I have 30 creatures in this deck. Pretty staple for more mana. Mana Rock, whatever I believe this is called, or Mana Ramp. No, I think Mana Ramps are spells. Anyways, Elves, Duskwatch, Recruiter. Look at the top 3 cards. Put a creature in your hand. Creature spells cost 1 less to cast. Mayor of Avonbrook. He's a werewolf. Other human creatures you control get +1/+1. So if no spells are cast last turn, like I said, that means if you skip your turn, your werewolves will transform. He's a 3/3. Other wolf creatures get +1/+1. And you can create tokens. Scourge is for mana. Captive is for mana. You actually have to pay mana to transform him, but he's a 4/6. Most of these werewolves are 2/3, 3/2s. So that'll be important for the enchantment later on. Conduit of Storms. Whenever he attacks, add mana, more mana. A lot of mana going on to add to your deck here. Opponent casts a spell, you draw a card, so a lot of card draw help. Ember Wolf, Wolf and Werewolves get +1/+1. Non-werewolves can't transform. So once your werewolves transform, they can't transform back, which is great. This is just a double strike in this deck. Just to have a wolf in here. Rot Wolf is Infect. Pretty good with the commander ability. Wolf becomes target, or werewolf, put a 2/2 wolf out. Spirit. Click at this order. Huntmaster of Fells is targeted pretty fast. Attacker creatures get +1. And then they get boosted with the transformation. Master of Wild Hunt. I was going to move on forward as this falls. I pack Ambusher, brand new card added. There's my original Nyla. Just plugging it on. I mean, most of these are pretty self-explanatory. Create some 2/2 wolves. You guys can pause on these as well to see what they do. Speaking of, again, Theros is adding more spoilers today. And I saw a werewolf or wolf enchantment that would be great for this deck. So I'm going to put that in the front. You've probably already seen it. Arlen Cord, you know, transform her just to boost the ability. Garrick, Relentless, great gross wolf generation. And when they enter no counter. So 3 planeswalkers. Let's go into the enchantments. Most of them are find creatures, cheat out creatures, help transform your werewolves. Blood Moon, this is a alternative art by this artist. I will go ahead and link this artist in the description below as well as the deck list. So Blood Moon, actual Blood Moon, pretty good. Non-Blazing Lands of Mountain. Bow and Nilo, pretty self-explanatory. I might take out Fire. It gives some haste. But, as you'll see, Rhythm to Wild, it gives them my creatures haste too, and it's better, I think. Paralyze, pretty much, whenever a token gets put out, it doubles. So Raised by Wolves. Here's a get a creature out. And Wild Pair again. You've seen this in the deck before. Basically, like I said, 2/3, 3/2s. When you play one, search for the same sum, and you get to play that creature for free. Equip this to a werewolf. So when that werewolf transforms, it just gets boosted with First Strike. Soul Ring, Signet. So if you combine this artifact with either Moon Mist, I believe you want to. I believe it'd be beneficial to do it to Moon Mist. So exile it into this. Pay 2. You copy the instant card and play the copy without paying its mana cost. So same amount of mana cost, but you basically transform your werewolf. Or are all humans, actually. Look at that. All humans. So that's why this artifact is beneficial to this deck. You know, Vigilance Trample, Scry 1, Death Render, cheat out creature again. Door of Destinies. Pick the creature, they just get boosted. Same with this. Choose that creature type. Two tribal staples right here. Last instance and spells. Oh, artifacts was 9 total. Spells I have 11. Artifact mutation, removal, mana, some removal. Each creature you, if you have that good amount of wolves out, removal, transform, cultivate is mana. Well, not another smooth transition there with the dog. He's outside, so maybe you won't hear him. Here's a destroy artifact enchantment, kindred summons, pretty good. Choose a creature type, search, well, reveal cards, and then you can basically put those cards onto the battlefield. So it's another cheap way to get the cards out. Target creature and opponent controls deals damage equals to itself. Yeah, so it's like it's a pretty good way to get removal, board wipe maybe. Mainly the opponent's side. So that is to conclude this Commander deck tech. Again, Wolf, Werewolf, Tribal. So far, it's been a pretty good deck. I've won probably 3 out of the 7 games I've played with this deck. So it works. Again, the alter art artist, I'll put a link in the description below, as well as the deck list for this deck. Like, comment, and subscribe for more deck techs.